Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 20 on the Xbox One X. So let's continue with career mode. Home race next is Silverstone, and then we go off to Misano after that. So let's see what we can do at our home race. And yeah, we're getting towards the end of the season as well, so let's see if we can continue our good form at the moment. So wet Silverstone. I've been a little bit worried about this one. It's a race that in the past hasn't always gone to plan. Sometimes I've struggled a bit, and yeah, it's just been difficult. So let's see what we can do here in a very, very wet Silverstone. Warm-up wasn't great, but I think... Nope, Rabat's down already. That's one of my teammates. I think when we get to Misano, that should be fine. Misano should be absolutely fine, but here is where we might need to, I don't know, just do as good a job as we can and hope that... Oh, that was Morbidelli there, just had a massive high side. So we're currently inside the points, which is a good start, but yeah, we're not near the front at the moment as we go past Zarco. Oh, get it stopped. Oh, they all had rear end moments there, that's given me not the run on them, because my acceleration was pretty bad there. The inside of Miller. Yeah, we got that. Okay. So we're up to 11th, not quite inside the top 10. Doesn't look like Marquez is leading, which is good. So my goal is just to beat Marquez, basically. We'll see whereabouts he is. I think he's about 3rd. Pascal Crutchlow. Yeah, looks like Marquez in 3rd, so that is good news for me. But we've got to get there. A bit wide there through the loop. So, going to end lap 1 of 5 in 8th place, which isn't too bad. Not too bad at all, really, considering this can be quite a tricky race, especially in the wet. Can we sneak through on the inside of Viñales? Oh, maybe not. Maybe we can through Woodcote and run to the line. So we're up to 7th place. Bagnaia is up next. Okay, let's see if we can keep making progress. So we're not too far behind Marquez at the moment, but we are still behind him, and we're still 4 places behind him. So we need to try and get past these next 2 Ducatis as quick as possible. That's not going to be easy though. Slipstream Bagnaia. And past we go. Okay, can we get Dovi? The inside, that's too hot into Stoke. Way too hot. He's going to be on the inside. I'll tell you what, we got a better exit though. Second gear through there in the wet seems to work okay. Alright. So, Quartararo is next, and then it's Marquez, but he's all over the back of Rins, who's in 2nd. Have to see what the lap times are like on this lap. Still a big gap to Marquez at the moment, even if we get past Quartararo. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, I don't think we're going to do anything on this lap. I think we're going to stay in 5th position. 5th position at the end of lap 2, unless we can sneak past Quartararo soon. But we can't leave it too late, because otherwise we will run out of time, and we don't want that to happen. Right, can we get Fabio here? At the moment it's a no. It's a no. Okay, so Rossi leads with a 2:03.9. I don't know if 2:03.9 as well as we get past Quartararo. That was actually a good move through turn 1. Nice. So, that gap has gone up to Marquez though. Look how big that gap is. That's going to take a while to get to him. We may not have time. We'll see what we can do, but it's not looking good. So 1.7 to Marquez. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him, but we'll keep an eye on the splits. I'm going to have to push even more, which is a bit risky in the rain. See what the next split says in a second. Looks like it's maybe come down a little bit. Yeah, I'd say that's come down. That's come down by quite a chunk, I would say. Probably roughly about a second. 1.1, yeah. So we've taken 0.6 out of Marquez. Petrucci's had a crash. Alright, let's keep our heads down and keep closing in on Marquez. We've only got 2 laps to go after this one. So we don't want to run out of time. I think the win is going to be out of the question. I think Rossi's too far away. But if we can get with Marquez on the next lap, then maybe we can attack Rins on the final lap and sneak second and put Rins in between myself and Marquez. That would help. Whether that's going to be viable, we'll find out. But we are closing in. We've got 2 laps to go. The gap is under a second, I'd imagine. So 2:03.6 for Rossi, 2:03.3 for me. The gap is under a second. So we've just set the fastest lap of the race. Tyres are feeling fine. You don't have to worry about them deteriorating because they haven't worn out too much at the moment, so it's fine. Where are we going to be able to get Marquez? I reckon we're going to catch him mainly into Vale. We seem to be pretty good into Vale. We need a good run through Stowe. And then a good run down to Vale. Yeah, I don't think we're close enough this time. I think we'll close in a little bit more on the brakes. That's exactly what we've done. Okay. Rins is pulling away a little bit from Marquez. I tell you what, we've got a good run there. Not going to be able to get him yet. Tell you what, second place might be out of the question as well. We're still yet to get past Marquez and we've only got 1.25 laps to go. Come on. We're not going to be able to get him on the straights. He had a bit of a moment there. Have to watch out for fuel as well. It started flashing. 1.9 laps remaining for fuel. So if we turn that up to 2, obviously that's going to go down a lot quicker. Can we get through here? Come on. Oh no, that Honda just a little bit quicker. Maybe into turn 1 like we got Fabio a few laps ago. No, we're not close enough to do that. This is a final lap. We are on Marquez. Maybe through Maggots and Beckett's. No, backed out of that one. Oh, he's messed up. He's messed up. Oh, he's messed his lines up. Taking the wide sweeping lines for me. He had a moment there as well. That's put me into 3rd. So 3rd place for us. Can we stay here? Come on. Demoting Marquez off the podium is a good thing to do. And that will help us in the championship. Not by a huge amount. Because it's 16 points for 3rd and 13 points for 4th. So we'll only extend by 3 points if we finish as it is. Let's see if we can, in fact, catch Alex Rins. We've only got half a lap to do it in. Oh, no, that's wide. I don't think we are going to be able to do it. Yeah, I think second place is out the question, unfortunately, but a podium and the fact that we are going to finish in front of Marquez. Oh, that was close. That was close. Nearly lost it. Yeah, it's going to be a third position, but that's not a disaster. That's pretty good going. I will take that. Like I said, the important thing is we are going to finish ahead of Marquez. So we are going to extend the lead a little bit more. But again, it's not going to be a whole race win's worth of points that we've got an advantage over him. Still going to be under that. So like one bad result from me, and if he wins, he'll go back into the lead of the championship. So third place for us, just behind Rins. Rossi won that one from Rins and me in third. Marquez fourth. Fastest lap, who got that? That went to Petrucci in 20th place. Of course, he did have that crash as well. So we go, yeah, 22 points. Still not a race win's worth of points yet. All right. Off to the podium. We join Rossi and Rins in Parc Ferme and then up on the podium. It was a good race though, we had to work for it. When that gap to Marquez was 1.7, I was a little bit worried. In fact, I was very worried. Because if he'd managed to clinch third, obviously he would have closed the points down by 3 points, which again wouldn't have been a disaster, but I'd rather the points gap be going up than down. We've definitely got the momentum at the moment in terms of results and in terms of beating Marquez. So if we can continue doing that, then that'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, I want to try and get a whole race win's worth of points over Marquez before we get to Aragon, because I think that one is going to be a very, very difficult race. Phillip Island as well, but I think Phillip Island again, a bit like Brno, if we can at least use the medium rear tyre, we should be within a shout. But yeah, we want as big a points gap as we can, because I know we've got some difficult races coming up. So Misano's next, and then it is Aragon after that. So yeah, we need to get some points over him. So here we go at Misano. 102, medium front, medium rear. Oh no, I didn't do the fuel. I didn't put extra fuel in. I've never done that before. I've completely forgot to put extra fuel in, so we've literally got enough fuel just to get to the end. Okay, we've got 7 laps of fuel in the bike, and most of that's going to come out on the first lap. Oh, that's wide. Can't believe I forgot to put extra fuel in it. It's usually just habit that I do it, but for some reason, just They up the inside of Franco. He's going to have the inside for the next corner. Yeah, the rear's already starting to let loose. The good thing about not having extra fuel in is that the bike's going to handle a little bit better on lap 1. Oh, Vinales is down. Vinales is down. But we're already up to 6th place. Marquez leads. Marquez leads this one. Right, we're up to 4th. So Rins is next. 3rd position for Alex Rins. Look at our fuel already. Oh, that's wide. 3.3 laps of fuel remaining. 3.2 now. So yeah, we're going to have to probably turn power mapping down to 0 to try and make sure that we make it to the end. Try power mapping 1 for now. And then, yeah, we will probably have to turn it down to 0. Otherwise, we are going to be in trouble with our fuel, because this bike is not very fuel efficient, as we've already discovered quite a few times this season, where we've barely made it to the end. So 3rd position for us at the moment, just behind Valentino Rossi. Marc Marquez leads the way. Slipstream Rossi. Past we go. Okay. So, 2nd place. If it finishes like it is now, so I turn that power mapping down to 0. Yeah, Marquez will obviously close in 5 points. If we can beat him here, and I'm going to have to use power mapping 0 for most of the race, but if we can beat him here, that will take our lead over a whole race win's worth of points. That should put it up to 27. So we can go to Aragon with, you know, we can go there a bit more confident, not having to worry too much if we get a bad result. Whatever happens at Aragon, if we do win this race, then we will still leave there leading the championship. Our lap time was so much quicker than Marquez's. He done a 32.5, I done a 31.4. Right, is this the move? No, it's not. He's wide out. Is this the move? No, it's not. How about we cut back then? That's the move. We now lead. Trouble is, because we're using power mapping 0, we're not going to be able to hold him off on the straights as much as before. Look at that, the fuel has gone up. Our range has gone up, so we've got 12.8 laps of fuel remaining. But yeah, it's starting to come down now, even on power mapping 0, so we'll keep it on 0 until maybe the final lap will have enough to put it back onto power mapping 2, or if not, just power mapping 1. But the fact that we can lead with power mapping 0 around here just shows how weak the AI are actually around Misano on this game. Previous games they've been like really strong around here, but this one they seem overly weak. I mean, of course it does help that I've done a hell of a lot of laps around here recently when I've done the full length races in relation to the real life races that I've done around here. So we've done 2 of them, and obviously they were 27 laps each. So we have done a lot of laps. I mean, I've done a lot of laps anyway, just in general, just the amount of times I've played MotoGP games in the past around here. Obviously MotoGP go to Catalonia for this weekend. Cal Crutchlow, unfortunately, he has injured himself again. He had the test that he needed, like they've all got to take at the moment, and he managed to trip coming out of the testing booth, and he's damaged his ankle. I think he's gonna see how he feels tomorrow on Friday. But yeah, it's not been a good season for Cal. He's obviously had arm pump issues and other injuries and stuff, so not really a good season for Crutchlow. And the fact that he's just injured himself tripping over as well is yeah, not good. So yeah, we may not even see Crutchlow back this weekend. He was due to come back, but yeah, he's going to struggle to come back this weekend. And of course this is his final season with Honda as well. And Honda, it's the longest they've ever been without getting a... Well, Repsol Honda especially, it's the longest they've ever been without getting a podium. Marc Marquez has been training as well. He's hoping to come back soon. No confirmation at time of recording when he's actually due back, whether he's going to try and come back sooner rather than later. But yeah, it's it'll be good when he does come back, because I'm sure that it'll be interesting to see if Marquez coming back kind of resets everything, and the riders that we're used to seeing at the front in previous seasons start coming back to the front. Whether Marquez coming back kind of brings a normality to MotoGP again. But I for one are definitely enjoying MotoGP a hell of a lot at the moment, because it's so unpredictable. So yeah, it's a strange thing, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously Marquez, when he does come back, he'll be strong, but with the way this season's been going, it wouldn't surprise me if there's still going to be surprises along the way. I mean, the amount of riders that are so confident now because it is so close to the championship. I think maybe they're going to, you know, be starting getting one over on Marquez if he does come back. And of course, he hasn't ridden or raced for a little while, so he's going to be, I wouldn't say rusty, but he's going to take a little while to get back up to his full speed. So we're on the penultimate lap now. We've got 10 laps of range left in the fuel. So yeah, I think we can get away with putting it on power mapping 2 for the final lap. 1.3 second lead over Marquez. Yeah, I think we're good for this one. This race has gone past pretty quickly, actually. Well, I suppose it would do, considering like the last 2 races I've done around here have been 27 laps, and we're just doing 7. It's going to feel like a hell of a lot shorter race. Right then, we got 1 lap to go. We got 9.3 range of laps in our tank. So power mapping 2 for the final lap. I think that's going to be absolutely fine. It's already dropped to 7. And it is dropping quite rapidly, but I think we got enough. I think we got enough to get to the end. I can't believe I've done that though. That's literally the first ever time that I've forgotten to top up the tank. So I always like to use power mapping 2 on the first lap, just to get as far forward as we can, and then obviously turn it down to power mapping 1, and then that enables me to put it back up to power mapping 2 for the final lap. But because we didn't put the extra fuel in, I could use power mapping 2 for most of the first lap, and then I turned it down to power mapping 1, but then I had to put it down to power mapping 0 for most of the race, just to make sure we got to the end. As you can see, we're 3/4 of the way around. We got over a lap's worth of fuel remaining. It is coming down very quickly, but we are going to make it. We are going to make it. So yeah, we've judged that pretty well. Just 2 corners to go. Our points advantage is going to be over a whole race win's worth now. It should be 27 points our advantage over Marquez as we go to Aragon. So very happy about that. That's what I needed to do. But yeah, Marquez is having a good season as well. We had the fastest lap of the race as well, 31.4 for DNFs. Okay, just confirmation. Yeah, there we go. 27-point lead. It's literally just between me and Marquez. Dovi's over 100 points behind at the moment. 14 points behind in the team championship is pretty good. So then, Parc Fermé and podium for us. That was good. We'd done exactly what we needed to do. Very, very happy about that. And yeah, we're getting towards the end of the season. So there's 6 races left. And then we're done. We will be done with career mode for this game. And yeah, it's I was a bit worried about this season, if I'm honest, after, you know, the first few rounds when we were trailing Marquez. I was starting to think, no, maybe we're not going to be able to do it on the Avintia Ducati, but we are getting the results we need at the moment. Hopefully we can continue that, and hopefully we can in fact win the title. It's looking very likely that Louis Robbie is going to wrap it up in Moto 3, and it's looking very likely that Daisy Jackson is going to wrap it up in Moto 2 as well. So I wanted to finish my career series with winning all 3 categories, and it's looking like we may just be able to do that. We may just pull it off. So that would be definitely a very good way to end the series. So reputation and the credits don't really mean anything to us. We don't really need any of that stuff anymore. Well, we haven't needed that stuff for ages because I don't really develop the bikes at the moment, just to make it a bit more challenging. But anyway, guys, that's it from me. We will be heading to Aragon next, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to stay safe and to wash your hands. See you!